The world's oldest football cup competition, the FA Cup, is in its first proper round, with no big teams having joined the competition yet. The outrights are, however, already out, which means at this early stage we could stand to make a bit of money. Here now to give us his views on the outright is betting expert Nigel Seeley. Now, last year's FA Cup final was between Arsenal and Aston Villa, which saw the Gunners win 4-0 at Wembley Stadium for a record 12th time. They are one of the favourites to win, price 7 at Bet365, but they do have their Champions League commitment and their eye on winning the Premier League. Should we look to someone else this year?
Well, you say Arsenal have eye on Champions League. They could be out of it by the time the FA Cup third round comes. They're in big trouble in the Champions League. If they're in the Europa League, I think they're half of the price. In the Champions League, they're going to be my priority.
Yeah.
It's a tournament that everyone says is a big shock tournament. There's a lot of big price runners who win the FA Cup, but it's usually dominated by the big boys. The top 5 or 6 usually win the FA Cup. Wigan obviously famously won it a couple of years ago, beat Man City, but it's usually won by Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, all those kind of clubs. And I think the same will be the same this year because their reserves are so strong. They can rest all their players. Doesn't matter if they've got a Champions League game on the Wednesday. They can rest all their players out, put out a reserve side, and virtually beat anyone in the Premier League and beat anyone in the Football League. So I think it's going to be dominated by the front teams.
All right. Well, the top 5, no surprise here. Man City 7, Arsenal 7, Chelsea 8, Man United 9, and Liverpool 13. All those odds there, Bet365. First, are there any outsiders, or that's who we should be looking at?
Well, there's a couple of teams who have done really well in the Premier League this season and are capable of winning on big games. West Ham, they've gone to Liverpool and won. They've gone to Man City and won. They've gone to Arsenal and won. So they're a big price. I think they're around about 33 or 29. Crystal Palace, they've always a team that can score goals away from home. So they're kind of sides I would like. But I like the look of Liverpool. I think Liverpool will look better this year.
All right. So Liverpool gets your bet now?
I think so because I look at it. I think, in January time, Jurgen Klopp can bring in some of his own players who are eyeing this competition as something they want to win. Liverpool have a long history, a long tradition in it. And this will be a very different Liverpool side come January when this competition starts for the big boys than it is now. And I think the Liverpool will be the bet. But like I say, West Ham at a big price will give you a good run for your money as well.
Awesome. Nigel Seeley, thank you for joining us.